Hello friends, and welcome to Black Mesa, a game that came out in 2020, would you believe? This is the start of my next playthrough series. I've been dying to play this since it released in 1.0, which happened a couple of months ago. I'm gonna have to talk over this lady, I'm sorry. Just a little bit. It's going to be awesome seeing all the credits for the team come up here, actually. This was made by Crowbar Collective, which was an amalgamation of a couple of different mod teams back in 2000 and, I want to say 2005, 2006. Who both tried to make a remake of the original Black Mesa in the Half-Life 2 source engine, because there was a version of Half-Life 2, or Half-Life 1, called Half-Life Source, that was launched around the same time as Half-Life 2. Maybe at the same time, I forget. That and Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, they all kind of came out around the same time, and Counter-Strike Source as well. But it wasn't particularly great. It was just kind of Half-Life with, you know, some of the nice water textures and lighting and stuff like that. So they went and tried to make their own version of it, and it snowballed from there. 14 years later it came out, but it came out in mod form in 2012. Oh, am I stuck? I got a little bit stuck there. And then it's been in early access since about 2014, I want to say, on Steam. It's kind of remarkable that Valve let them sell this. I'm sure they're taking a cut, but it's pretty incredible that, you know, pretty unprecedented, I think, that a mod of a game, like this is a remake of a commercial product, was allowed to be sold. But I also think it was the right thing to do, especially considering how much work went into this. We barely touched upon the development of Black Mesa in our Half-Life documentary on NoClip. We talked to Robert Yang, who was involved in the project at one stage. The reality of a project like this is that a lot of people touched it, and I reached out to some folks who were involved and just didn't really feel like you'd need to talk to a lot of people to really get a good sense of how the development went, especially over 14 years. But I'm super happy for them that it's come out, and it's been really well received. And I've played through large chunks of this in the past over the years. Like this train sequence, I feel like I've played through a bunch of times, which is why I'm not so sort of wowed by it at the moment, because I've seen it a bunch of times, but it's really good. I should almost do a side-by-side of what the original Half-Life looks like. If you've not seen this, like, it's true to form. Like, this is the part where the elevator goes down and we're outside in the sort of New Mexico desert part before it goes into this tunnel, and then we get to the part where the sky bridge connects up. But the level of detail and stuff that's going on is so much more than the original game. I'm playing this on pretty high settings. I might end up turning it down at some stage. I feel like it's... Oh yeah, this bit. Disabled personnel should be evacuated first. He's like holding his hand up by his head so the wind doesn't ruffle his bald hair. Yeah, I'll jump into the settings maybe in a second and just see. It looks real sharp. Looks good. I feel like there could be more aliasing going on. Maybe I need to restart or something. But yeah, I'm going to play through this whole thing. I've been dying to play it. The biggest difference for me, I guess there'll be some late chapter stuff that I've not watched, not played before. And then just the entire ending, Zen, the whole Zen world that they put in. I haven't seen any of that yet, so I haven't even watched videos of it or anything, except for their trailer, so I'm excited to see that. But like, there are definitely late game chapters in this, or like mid game chapters I've not played. Like, I don't think I've gotten past Forget About Freeman, maybe. Is the spark there? Look at that, the spark even happened, just like the original. So I've completed Half-Life 1, I don't know how many times. Like at least 20 times. I used to do it every year. I haven't done that in the past couple of years, but I've played it in the past couple of years. Done charity streams with it and just kind of jump in every now and again. It's one of my favorite games ever. A really important game when I was growing up, as it was to many people. And any excuse to go back and play it, especially after Half-Life Alyx came out.
that the Black Mesa
27. I remember thinking 27 was real old.
1900 hours in the level 3 facility. The
Oh, to be 27.
high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure
I don't like the idea that I'm
transmission.
7 years older than Gordon Freeman now.
More lives than yours may depend on your fitness.
Was this guy locked out in the original? I mean, he's banging on the door there. Oh, look at the effects on those things. Look at that. Wow. So just like my Half-Life Alyx playthrough, I'm going to do this in chapters. Obviously, this opening chapter is rather short because it's just Black Mesa inbound. This is train ride, but so in this one, I will be playing 2 chapters technically because I am going to play through Anomalous Materials, which is the opening chapter of Half-Life.
Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information.
This used to blow my mind. The robot here was one of the most like well animated things in this entire game, and I don't know if I think it was only used in the intro. I don't think it ever came up again. This one looks even better. In the original, we had to wait for the bridge to get raised to get past, but yeah, I guess they figured out that you could have taller rooms in modern game engines. Maybe that was the issue. A little sparky there. Is that connected? We're almost there. Just gotta go past some radioactive goo, and we'll be at Sector C test labs any minute now.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in
inbound
the
times. That's pretty good.
Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is
some familiar faces there.
Termination.
What's this over here?
If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or
Tram maintenance.
materials in the course
Do not
of your
leave
duties,
unattended, is that what it says?
radiation safety officer
Yeah, look at that goo. Some good looking goo. Oh, we missed G-Man. He's over there. Hey, G-Man. Sorry, I was looking at the goo. Or the tram maintenance thing. This guy's locked in. That's a way better place to be locked in. Sector C test labs.
Sector C test labs and control facilities.
Look at Barney just leaning up against the wall waiting for me.
Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity.
Valve software comes up. That's cool.
Be sure to check your area for personal
so originally there was a load screen here because the train wasn't a train, it was a door. Technically it was like a door object. So they had to do a load screen here to stop it from turn it from that into a train model with a door.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
Same line. Different voice actor. Hey Barney Calhoun, what's going on, buddy?
You know, Barney's been pretty scarce around these parts.
Oh yeah, he's not Barney anymore.
Guess his bar tab must have finally caught up with him.
Hey, catch me later, I'll buy you a beer. Yeah, good point. I forget now, Barney is that one particular Barney from Half-Life 2 now.
Put some pep in that step, Freeman. You're late enough as it is.
You just keep spamming this. Any more?
Oh, sorry, Doc. I have to stay at my post. I'll meet up with you after my shift's over.
One more?
There are a lot of suits walking around today. Try to look busy. Can we do this later?
Okay, fair enough. Hey, what's up? This is new.
Aw, man, you cut the ponytail. Sell out.
It's such a good line. I really like how they ended up making this their own version of Half-Life. Like, it's a very difficult... Look at that. It's very difficult.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files.
Just one of those days, I guess.
They were also having some problems down in the test chamber, too, but I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
I sure will. This looks gorgeous. Let me quickly just check out the menu as well they put in is absolutely fantastic. Just want to check some of this sort of stuff. Some products could severely impact performance. That's true. So I have everything on high. I'm wondering if I need to do a quick restart. Okay, no, it looks about the same. I just wasn't sure if there was a little bit of extra aliasing that could go on here, but yeah, that's it. Looking pretty wicked. Yeah, so I want to test out basically all of the like fun stuff you could do in this game, which this was a little playground for interactivity, this whole opening chapter anomalous materials. So we'll see if this guy gets pissed off if I touch his computer. What's he in? He's in to Walker Bennett. I think experiment will perfectly today, don't you? Of course. Have you seen my coffee cup? Don't be ridiculous. Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties? Is that what he says? That's great. These are all lines that the that the scientists say in Half-Life. This looks like MSN Messenger. Is that what it's supposed to be? And obviously the pictures as well are of the dudes.
Get away from there, Freeman. I'm expecting an important message.
It's great. All these lines are the exact lines that they say in the opening in original Half-Life. Obviously the area here has been redesigned quite a bit. It's such a great use of the rule of thirds here, just that big map, and then this whole section here that you have to see to the point while you're talking to this person. The point of interest of where you're supposed to go next is in the background. Like it's taking like level design rules that we sort of now see a lot more in modern games that didn't really exist back then. And also we have a female scientist.
I can't be bothered right now.
That's also a line from the original Half-Life. So there's a couple more things you could do. I could set the alarm off here.
Hey, it's happening! Cut it out!
What the hell is going on up there?
Come on, Gordon.
Was correct.
Did someone pull this fire alarm or something?
Come on, Gordon.
You
What are
trying-
you trying to do? Get me into trouble?
So almost. They've changed that line slightly.
What's going on up there?
We had a little accident up here, sorry.
Yeah, well, that better be the last accident you have today. Understood?
It's great.
Copy.
Gotta take his cup.
Gordon? I'm beginning to doubt that this is part of your decathlon training.
Alright, let's keep going. Usually pass a couple people here.
Good morning, Dr. Freeman. Leak earlier, but the thermal protection system seems to be online now. Those TPS reports have gotten progressively worse.
Let's check in on
To
G-Man.
find good help these days.
Having a little argument. God, it's so weird seeing the Half-Life 2 G-Man model in this game. They've added new sounds like that isn't the original Half-Life 1 sound. I guess, like, I don't think anything was taken from Half-Life 1. Obviously, models wouldn't have been because they would have had to have scaled them anyway, but even the geometry wouldn't really work in a game with
That one?
higher fidelity.
This one.
That's a finger smudge.
It's good. But it's interesting. Oh, the blinds went down. That's cool. How did they do it with the original Half-Life? Was it the blinds? I forget what happened. They turned the light off or something. I think he flicked a button and it like polarized the glass or something like that. I can't quite remember. Hey, what's up?
I don't know about that, Dr. Truman. Seems to me that he's just spouting buzzwords in his research papers that he picked up from perusing popular scientific periodicals.
Good old periodic table of elements. I remember thinking that was really detailed when you saw the periodic table in a game. You're like, wow.
We can talk later, Gordon.
Let's check in on some of the Barneys over here. Hey, buddy. I'm going to take your gun later.
You got the wrong airlock, Mr. Freeman. You know I can't let you through here.
Sorry. Check in on the hand eyes later.
Message for Captain Clayson, Command and Communications Center.
I don't know what reference that is. Yeah, everything that happens in this game, I'm always thinking is a reference to something. PNRF press. Wait, could I press something there? No. Thought it was like a Doom 3 thing for a second.
Oh, would you look at that?
Hey, what's up?
Freeman actually did show up for work this morning. Looks like somebody here owes me lunch.
Good morning, Freeman.
Yeah, this here's very different than the original, but I mean, we'll see it later on.
Good morning, Gordon. Gordon, this had better be important.
All right, no worries. I gotta go to the canteen anyway. Oh, this is brilliant. We put this at the end of the Half-Life doc.
You're living in the past. That experiment is single-handedly responsible for inspiring my career in science.
How much recognition do you think you're going to get for reproduction, though?
So this conversation is basically an argument between a doctor that kind of looks like Dr. Freeman
Oh, but this is more than a replication.
and this scientist who is
It shows how far our field has come.
basically it's an argument about them making the mod Black Mesa. Like, what's the point in making it?
I mean, combined with today's technology, I've recreated. I can't
They're like, it's just a recreation.
this malarkey.
Don't mind him. But here's something to think about for the next time.
You and your sugar-coated ersatz are absolutely full of it.
Creativity is the art of hiding your influence. Now let's get back to work. We should at least try to look busy.
It's so good. It's so clever. I put that. I thought that was so funny. I put it at the credits in our Half-Life doc. All right, let's
Morning, champ.
look at this guy. The models they made are great as well. They're just like so unique looking. And then obviously all this stuff. We got some quavers in there. We got walkers, which they've called ramblers. So whoever was doing this was in England, because these are all British chips. Skittles there, Tiddles. Break now. Those look
Have you
like
seen my coffee cup?
eclairs. That's a dime bar. Yeah, these are all English candies. They're like versions of English candies. Uppercuts. What's uppercuts? What about the sodas?
I'm not smug. I'm just better than you.
Mountain Dew, it looks like there. Oh, take it out. What is it? God, look at the reflections on this thing. What's it say? Wish I could turn it around. This is VR. I'm so spoiled now at Half-Life with Alex. Half-Life Alex. This door. Was there a door here before? I don't remember there being a door there.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Let's check out. See if my baby picture's in here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, is it the exact same one? Or it's like it's like way more detail in it, but... Oh, cool. I'll have you later on. Oh, this is great.
Rat. No toilet paper.
So in the original one, you could just tap on that door and someone would cough. But I guess in this one...
Hello? Hello? Could somebody get me some toilet paper? Oh, thank heavens. I'm in dire need of some toilet paper.
It's great. Can I still mess with the door?
Just a minute.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh boy, they did a great job. And I definitely spent a lot of time in this early section of the game, just like checking in on it. I think it's a real good like flavor setter or pace setter or tone setter for what they made. But I'm really excited to see what they did with combat. I think that's where you're going to see a lot of the special sauce of the team.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system for use in hazardous environmental conditions. High impact reactive
Look at that.
armor activated.
So they must have recorded this voice again. It's so good. It's so
Activated.
similar to the original Half-Life one.
Activated.
But I think it's different.
Medical systems engaged. Defensive
The little
weapon
reverb
selection
that's happening
system
definitely is. It makes it feel like it's a speaker in your ear.
Monitoring activated. Communications interface.
Go right on through, sir.
Thanks, buddy.
Have a very safe day.
Looks like you're in the barrel today.
You said that in the original. Okay, so this whole area on the left is new. This little spot. It's cool. Oh, they even did this. Like, can you imagine the amount of work it took to do this? To like just animate these weird little advertisement boards. That's so cool. The same pictures too. I mean, different, redone versions of them. I don't remember that one. I remember this one, or at least the shot. All right, let's take the first of a number of elevators we're gonna enjoy today. This one doesn't twist weirdly. We'll be seeing all this again later. I imagine most of you have completed Half-Life at this stage. But if you haven't, then I guess this is probably as good a way as any is seeing the story of the first Half-Life. Yeah, the story is layered on pretty thick at the start. It's not like this for the rest of the game. It's not. What is that? Can I message you?
Catch that last fluctuation? It's nothing to worry about.
I can still run. Great.
We should harness the remaining photonic energy.
What's up?
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Nice.
Do you know who ate all the donuts?
The original Eli and I think the original Dr. Kleiner
Hello, Freeman.
are in this room at the bottom. Wait. Would it have been that room? No, is it the room after that the computer blows up in? I guess it's the room after. It is the room after, yeah, it's the room through here.
Gordon, there you are.
Oh, there's Dr. Kleiner. He's got hair.
Doctor. We've just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of a gamble, but we needed the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather he went to some lengths to get it.
They're waiting for you, Gordon. In the test chamber.
Right. Come on then. I'll walk you down.
Yeah, thanks, Doc. The same intonation. It's wonderful. In the test chamber.
Eli has been busy making last-minute preparations for the new experiment.
This is all new. Well, I mean, new when they did it.
Greetings, Eli.
Morning, Izzy.
I trust this morning finds you well.
Gordon, good morning.
What's up, Eli?
I'm glad you're here. These last-minute changes, they're a bit strange to just... Oh! It's about to go critical.
Equipment wasn't meant to do this.
What in the blazes is going on with our equipment?
It was never meant to do this in the first place.
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves, Eli. Run along, Gordon. We'll be but a moment.
No problem. Yeah, so that computer does blow up in the original, but and later on they retconned because there was a bunch of different there was only like how many science team skins? I can't remember. There was a Caucasian one, a black one.
This could take a bit longer.
Maybe there was like the guy with the mustache. There was a couple. There was like maybe 5 or 6, but they basically retconned that Eli was this African American scientist, and I guess they retconned that Kleiner was in that room. I don't necessarily remember that being the case, but yeah, so they've moved some of this stuff around, right? The twisty elevator wasn't here. We'll
be laughing about this whilst sipping champagne.
Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to play through.
By Becquerel's ghost. The radiation level is off the charts.
So all these areas were in the game, but was the twisty elevator there? Maybe it was. God,
Any ideas on the
it's making me self-doubt myself now. What's up?
Oh, there you are. Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Let me, buddy. You really have a keyboard there and your monitor there? That's weird. All right, let's do it.
Here he is.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially
the most dangerous.
unstable.
Oh, damn it.
As long as we follow standard insertion,
That's why I shouldn't talk over them.
We'll be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just don't feel...
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
All I have to do is push a thing into a thing, right? It should be okay. It's just really good. Like, in 1998, this was just, like, crazy. Like, the amount of time spent showing you the world before it gets messed up. Showing you your character, what people think of him.
Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon.
Oh, cool. They have a little camera here. That's the room I was in earlier.
The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments.
There.
If you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, that way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Done. I pressed the button, guys. I did it. I didn't put subtitles on. Maybe I should have put subtitles in. Hopefully you can hear all this stuff.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1.
Look at that. God, it looks so good.
I'm seeing predictable phaser release.
Wow, look at those flares.
Stage 2 emitters activating now.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
No problem.
Overhead capacitors to 105%. It's probably not a problem.
Probably.
Probably. But I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no. It's well within acceptable bounds. Sustaining sequence.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon.
Those little four little red lights flashing.
Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
God, I'm so excited to play Half-Life again. It's crazy that this feels like Half-Life, but they really did it. Alright.
Standard insertion. Non-standard specimen.
Let's see where we go. Portals. Oh, that's a great effect. Let's see if they do the same ones they did in the original. What was the first one? Vortigons? No, you go back, right? Yeah, okay. Full squids. We're on Zen. Oh, those are indentured vorts, are they? Interesting. And they didn't use the itchy sore didn't try and bite me. Okay. This is the start of the next chapter, so we're going to leave it there for now. This is Unforeseen Consequences. Thanks so much for watching. We got a lot of Half-Life. Got a lot of, sorry, Black Mesa. Used to be called Black Mesa Source, by the way. We got a lot of Black Mesa left to play. So, yeah, we'll be doing them chapter by chapter every few days. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.